Bees have been added to the US federal list of endangered and threatened species for the first time in history. 7 types of yellow-faced or masked bees have been listed as critically endangered. At City University London, volunteers are proving that they are the bee's knees when it comes to urban biodiversity. One way they are doing this is by keeping bees on university rooftops.
These are City's beehives. We have 2 beehives. Our first one was installed about this time last year, and the second one in springtime. And they're kind of set up so we could bring a bit of biodiversity onto City's campus, because as you are probably aware, there's not that much green on City's campus, so beehives are something that we could bring on and get staff and students involved in nature while they're at the university.
Whilst bees are not yet endangered in the UK, Brexit has raised a new threat for the nation's honeymakers.
Wow, look at all that honey, guys. Honeybees are particularly important, and we, as a species, the human species, have grown to be reliant on them. But every bee is important, and all of those other bees, including the endangered ones, will fertilise and pollinate particular plants. So every bee has its little niche in the ecological environment.
There are fears over whether or not we will reintroduce currently banned pesticides known as neonicotinoids, which are restricted by the European Union. Commonly known as neonics, this relatively new brand of pesticides is used to control certain varieties of pests such as aphids and root-feeding grubs. Bees have a genetic vulnerability to neonicotinoids as they possess fewer genes for the detoxification of harmful chemicals from their food.
If we don't use neonicotinoids, other pesticides will be used, so there's no point in just saying let's get rid of one class of pesticides, because farmers will start using other pesticides as they always have. And there are arguments either way with neonicotinoids. The use of pesticides, monoculture, has made a huge difference to the bee population, and it's those 2 things, monoculture and pesticides, that are the main reason for the decline of the honeybee population over the recent years.
There is no conclusive evidence of these pesticides directly affecting bees, but its use could severely damage the already fragile population. Elle Rudd, City News.